wanted to say that everything will be okay in the end, because that's just the way that it has to be. I wanted to say that if it's not okay right now, it's not the end. It's not going to end, no matter how bad it gets. It's not going to end when it gets bad, because in the end, it will be okay. It's not going to end now, because in the end, it will be okay. If it's not okay now, it's not the end. In the end, it will be okay. And I've just been repeating this to myself, and it's felt really good. It's felt really good to meditate on this and remember this and keep this in your mind. And even if you think to yourself, like, well, yeah, it's nice to think that way, but like, you know, we don't know if it's gonna be okay in the end or not. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. It's going to be okay. How do I know that? I just do. Because how do you know it's not? How do you know it's not going to be okay? Why would you even be here if it's not going to be okay in the end? What is the point of your existence if it's not going to be okay in the end? It's going to be okay. It's going to be fine. You're going to be okay. Everything is going to be okay. So meditate on that, think about that, and let that sort of sink into your subconscious. And I can almost guarantee you'll feel so much calmer, feel so much better. You won't have to worry so much about things. You won't have to worry so much about what you're doing right now. Everything happens for a reason. You don't need to worry so much. I've said this before in like every video. Don't worry so much. As you probably already know, stress causes so many problems for yourself. A lot of the issues that go on in your life are probably, most likely, not even that bad, and it's just stress that is making them worse than they actually are. Of course, there are things that can happen that are genuinely very sad, very tragic, very hard to deal with, but everything's going to be okay in the end. And everything happens for a reason. And I strongly believe that. And you can tell me like, oh, my dad died the other day. Why did that happen? What's the reason behind that? I don't know. I'm not God. I'm not you. I'm not in your life. But I know that everything happens for a reason. I've had a lot of tragic things happen to me. And I didn't see why they happened at that time. Now I do. There's still things that happen in my life that I still don't know why they happened, but I know that I will later. I trust that I will see later. There's a lot of things that have happened, and it took me time to realize why, but I know now that without them, I would not be who I am today. Without them, I would have been stupider. I would have kept making the same mistake again. I would have never learned my lesson. I would have never done better. I would have never improved. I would have never changed for the better. You need things to happen to you. You need tragic things to happen to you because you need to grow. You need to develop. You need to learn. You need to become a new person. You're constantly changing all the time. You're not the same person that you were a week ago because things have happened in that week. You need things to happen. It's okay that things happen. Everything is going to be okay in the end. If it's not okay now, it's not the end. Like, that's literally like the solution to like every problem I have right now. And hopefully it is for you too. If it's not okay right now, it's not the end. It will be okay in the end. Like, it's so pleasing. It's so soothing to think about. It just solves like basically every problem. It doesn't solve every problem. It gives me a reason for every problem, and it just sort of soothes every problem. Like, obviously not all my problems are solved, but it soothes them. You know? It's such good advice. I don't even know where I saw it. I saw it on, like, Twitter. It's so good, though. Like, it's so simple. It's kind of stupid, but it's so good. Everything will be okay in the end, and if it's not the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end. It will be okay in the end. When the end comes, it will be okay. If it's not okay right now, it's not the end. Trust me. No matter how bad it gets, it is not the end. Because it's going to be okay in the end. No matter how bad it gets, it will not kill you. You have been through this before. You can do it again. You are stronger. Through every failure that you go through, you become stronger, you become smarter, you become wiser. You're able to continue on in your life. You're able to do better than you did before. You're able to improve. You're able to become a new version of yourself. You need to become a new version. You need to become so many new versions. You need to become millions of different versions so that you can figure out where you're supposed to be. And even if you don't know where you're supposed to be, you still have time. Nothing ends yet. If it's not okay, it's not the end. You still have time. Trust me. I'm not that old. But even when I was younger than I am now, I was thinking, this is it. This is where my life ends. This is it. My life ends here. That's it. You know, I'm miserable for the rest of my life. This is it. And I've always thought about my life as sort of like, this is where I'm stuck. I still have my entire life ahead of me. I'm still in school. I'm still learning. I'm still growing. There's still people I haven't met. There are people that in a year from now will not matter to me at all that matter to me now. And there are people a year from now who don't matter to me at all right now that will matter so much to me in the future. You will grow, you will change, you will develop, no matter how old you are, no matter how much time you think you have left. If it's not okay right now, it is not the end, because in the end, it will all be okay. Meditate on this. Please think about this. Please grow in this mindset. Go about every single trial that comes into your life with this mindset. There you go. Yeah, I think it's nice. I wish you all the best. Good luck.